Today I have brought for you some entertainment. So we were about to get long-winded in my ideas on the darkness of society, the coldness of society, and I'm not just talking about the weather. And then this would be on par with the new Starbucks policy that you've got to be consuming something in order to be sitting somewhere. And that's basically the rule here also, and at all the McDonald's, that you have to be supporting, you have to be spending. And since I do like to get nasty is not the right word, but truthful about human sexuality, I will have you know that the female that did kick me out is someone that I was fond of briefly. I did identify her to have blue hair, and there is something that can be attractive about blue hair. But honestly, a lot of the people that have blue hair are crazy, basically, and don't like their natural God given appearance and is predominant with white women, the whole dyeing of hair. But when you see women that are black and Hispanic doing the blonde worship thing, it looks awkward on them. And so this woman I already heard talk about playing a zombie apocalypse game and working to kill 93% of the human population, even joking about that, and not even getting what these zombie apocalypse games are really all about, is concerning. And so that's what I want to start out with today. And I don't know how long this broadcast will go on, but there definitely is a crackdown on the poor. And I don't have a problem spending money at McDonald's, at Starbucks. I spent plenty of it. It's that I don't really have the money to spend in my account, or I will go into the negative. And that's what it is. And so I do feel, as I approach my 45th birthday, that I'm old, that the evil of this world is treating me like a lesser than because of my poverty and my age. And there's a real ruthlessness to a lot of the men that watch me, especially men that are in relationships or marriages that are what might be called expatriates. They sit there watching me with potato chips and marijuana and big plates of steak and significant others. And because they're not different, they were able to have a career, maybe in the military, maybe something else that resulted in some sort of residual income, which then resulted in what they would call stability, basically being able to afford things. And that's the callousness of a lot of you that don't believe from a philosophical perspective that you should be contributing to me eating at McDonald's while you watch my videos. Okay. And then while I talk about this as a very serious issue, people that don't think that I should be talking like this pull their support from the Substack area. So there's even less money coming in. And so as I become older, as I become poorer, as the world becomes more racist, I lose essentially my entire audience because they will not have the patience for what I'm going through. They want the entertainment, and very, very few people are liking these videos at present. And so when you look at the last couple of years, there's a massive amount of energy that I've given you, the audience. And there's a real sense of depression right now that I have nothing to show for it. And that after the recent cold experience that I had, it's kind of shocking that none of you are concerned about my well-being, either in the comment section or via email. In fact, there's nothing coming through via email that is kind, that is loving. It's the same guy. Every single day, a new email from the same guy, or every couple of days, to a point where I don't even read emails anymore because they don't stop coming. And the people that I want to email me, if for example, if there's any one of you that will identify as angelic or of the light, why have I never heard from you? Why is there such a silent treatment that you have for me? That is what is the coldness that I want you to address. That after years of coming back to the internet, you collectively, as an audience, have never been more quiet. And that's what has me depressed all night long, is why you, as my audience, are so quiet. You don't say anything. You don't even say anything when I have the chat box open like it is now. You just observe from a distance, and there's no substance. You don't give back. And there's plenty of ways you can give back without giving money. There's plenty of ways you can send positive emotions or words of encouragement or things like an emoji, things like that. There's just a real lack of kindness and camaraderie. To basically sum it up, there is no unity. And I shouldn't have to go down the line of doing magical rituals inspired by Dion Fortune's work to get some unity going on with my own people, basically. Okay, so how it feels as evil and coldness takes over society, turning it zombie instantly like a storm. I am very sick at present, in case I have not made that crystal clear already. And I got sick from the person that I'm living with. And I want you to think about how we can get sick from other people if we don't have a proper barrier between us. And I want you to think about a person like me can become sick from living in this environment. Once this battery is charged up, I probably should go to another place, another location. But I don't really have the money. If there's an easy way for me to set up an app or something to just receive free McDonald's, maybe there's a way that I can do that or something. Maybe somebody out there has a free McDonald's card who's watching. Or a Chick-fil-A, some sort of in this era of DoorDash, a way to gift somebody food from a business like Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Burger King. I wonder if that would encourage people that are somewhat one foot in the matrix, one foot trying to free themselves from the matrix. I wonder if that would encourage some people to donate to me. Or there is the reality of just donating a gift card. And then you can donate that gift card information via email. You'd basically send the email with the digits, and you would say, "This is a gift card for you from McDonald's." And that's a way that you could give back. I mean, it is assumed or something that you think that if you were to give me cash or something, that I would buy crack cocaine. It's assumed that maybe some of you covet those types of bizarre thinkings. I don't know. It is 2025. Basically, the point is this: people are becoming possessed and they're going insane. And that's one of the things I want to be talking about more on this channel. There's a real lack of warmness in society, and it matches the news. It matches the low donations coming in. And furthermore, back in May of 2019, there were war crimes committed in Afghanistan, where there were people accused of being dope pushers or manufacturers of heroin, methamphetamines, or other drugs. But in fact, they were family people. And so there's a channel called Hippie Ninja. In fact, I can show it to you right now. And he's talking about
there was war crimes that was committed in the Nimroz province in Afghanistan in 2019. And I looked into it, and there was a major war crime. Now, apparently, the U.S. government had said that this was the first time that they had seen massive civilian casualties.
I began to take off from the internet after May of 2019, believing that basically the whole world is becoming evil. So my synchronicity with this is stumbling upon, having already known about this channel and that topic. This topic is not his. It's not his fuerte. It's not his main topic. It's talking about Costia County and the racists out there that have been stalking him, possibly people that have killed his dog even. And it looks like he relocated, or he has a nice bookshelf. It's not clear where he's living, but he used to live in Costia County. And my whole thing with living out in Costia County was trying to live in a region that was pretty much like a region that I've never seen. called Afghanistan. Okay, so there's a reason that I was out there. So let's go ahead and watch a few videos from this, or watch a few minutes from this, and continue talking.
When it came to these drug bombings, so the Trump
They
administration
said that they were druggies, but they were in fact family Afghans, and they just killed them.
And I'm not for sure if the other administrations had come to the same conclusion, but they're bombing a whole bunch of poppy fields, right? They were bombing opium and poppy fields because they were saying that's how the Taliban got their money. They got their money through not just heroin, but also morphine. And then we were told that now they're into meth. So they were making all these different drugs, heroin, morphine, and meth. So this is in a region bordering near Helmand. Remember, Helmand province was a province that was too tough to conquer. We could conquer the rest of Afghanistan, but not Helmand. And then every new commander that kept coming in said, well, let's go into Helmand. No, we got to go into the Helmand province. So here's some of the details. 2000, and this, the reason why I mentioned this, Matthew Allen Livelsberger had addressed his manifesto to dear fellow service members and veterans and citizens.
So anyway, that's the Hippie Ninja channel. And then on that topic, so he had made videos about, and we had 2 people watching, and they stopped watching because of the topic. But Coldness County is one of the best off-grid places to live in Colorado, but you can't legally live on your own land unless you have a septic system and money to basically have an infrastructure. So basically the coldness of this world can also be defined by people trying to go off-grid and being pushed off-grid, but back in grid. And there's a couple of documentaries that I have watched last night that I'm going to re-air later that have to do with the Coldness County situation now. A documentary filmmaker from New York went out there who's living the best of both lives. He lives in New York with his wife, and then he lives in Colorado. I'm going to hit pause on this right now and come back later from another location. But
getting taxes from these people. Well, how are they getting taxes from the people? When they go to the store and buy some bread, then they were saying that they provided security for the transportation. Well, in some respects, if you have a police force, you know,